There is a fight that's taking place in the court system, the justice system right now, with a conspiracy theorist United States citizen. And the people I'm referring in this situation is the president of France, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, and his wife, Brigitte Macron, just filed a lawsuit against Miss Candace Owens, one of the most manipulative people that you will ever encounter in life. Candace Owens is very good at manipulating people's minds. 85 to 90% of things Candace Owens says is lies. So for those people who honestly follow this woman and believe her story, she could care less about anybody in this world. And the reason that they're suing this woman is because of things she has been saying for days, weeks, months, and years in regards to Miss Brigitte Macron, which is the First Lady of France, the president's wife. And this is some of the things that she has been saying over the past couple of months in regards to this man's family.
Stumbled upon quite a pretty big situation that has been going on in France, in that it has gotten so big that, yes, Macron has been tasked now with going out to the public and trying to dissuade them from believing that his wife, Brigitte Macron, was actually born a man.
You guys have to realize Candace Owens has been making this type of allegations about Miss Brigitte Macron for, once again, as I told you guys, for days, weeks, months, and years. This woman been making this type of claims about Mr. Emmanuel Macron's wife. And I'll tell you right now, Mr. Emmanuel Macron is a Sagittarius born. I'm a Sagittarius born as well. I'm pretty sure that he's not the one that's really caring about this stuff. I'm pretty sure this is something that his wife is doing, but since he's the president and that's his wife, his name is going to be brought up into the situation. Because me personally, as a Sagittarius, I could care less what people say about me, dude. So I'm pretty sure Mr. Emmanuel Macron, he's not really paying attention to Candace, because for what? She's just a conspiracy theorist person who lie all the time, who bends the truth, who never says the honest to God truth things that's going on, because she's a manipulative person. She don't care who she hurt. She don't care, who she have to step over to accomplish her goals. This is the type of things this woman was posting on her X platform. They posted this on her X platform. He investigated the story for 3 years with tears from the Secret Service. Then he broke the big political scandal in human history. Brigitte Macron was born a man. So today on the show, I sat down with a brave journalist. So this is the type of things this woman been saying for days, weeks, months, and years in regards to the First Lady of France, which is just blatantly disrespecting the woman. There's no other way you could say it. She's just basically disrespecting the woman's name, disrespecting the woman's character, and and she's not basically Candace Owens has no proof of none of this stuff. She's a conspiracy theorist, so she just makes stories up and just hope the people that follow her run with those stories. Candace Owens don't care about people. She's a manipulative person. She does not care about other people but herself. Any manipulative people tell me if I'm wrong. Whomever that's manipulative as a human being, tell me honestly that they care about other people. They don't. Manipulative people will do and say whatever it takes to accomplish their goal, dude. This is another post that she made on X in regards to Miss Brigitte Macron. And this one says, oh my God, I don't mean to laugh, but this one says Miss Brigitte Macron was born are you kidding me? She's coming up saying that the woman was born Michael. She lived as a man for about 30 years before transitioning to Brigitte. Why she lived as a man? While he lived as a man, he fathered 3 children. And she's claiming that when he was a man, that he raped his young student, which is the president of France, Mr. Emmanuel Macron. That she's claiming that when Miss Bridget was a man, that she raped Mr. Emmanuel Macron. Because if you guys don't know, Miss Bridget, before they got together as husband and wife, Miss Bridget actually was Mr. Emmanuel Macron's teacher when he was 14, 15 years old. She was actually his teacher in school. You know, before all of this, before they decided to have a relationship when he was a grown man. You know, so she's claiming in this post that literally this man was raped as a young kid. Like, this is wild stuff. This is wild stuff, man. Like, at what point you feel like, yo, this is too much? Like, at what point you feel like I'm crossing my comfort zone? Like, what am I saying? You know, you're being blatantly disrespectful to someone who has never done absolutely nothing to you. You know, it's ridiculous, dude. And she just kept going on and on with the posters, dude. Even as recent as yesterday, she made a post yesterday on X in regards to Miss Bridget Macron. She made a post yesterday, dude, and she's basically doubling down, saying that this woman was born a man. Like, she's doubling down. She's not taking none of this stuff back. She made that post literally yesterday. Check this post out right here. She made that post on October 27th, saying that if it walks like a dude, talks like a dude, and list in the French tax registry as a dude, and basically then the first dude of France. She's calling Miss Bridget Macron the first dude of France. Like, she has no type of, apology for what she's saying. She's doubling down. She's basically saying she's not lying. Like, this is actually what's going on, and she's willing to, to hold and say whatever she has to say until, I don't get this lady, dude. Like, I don't get how you could just go about being disrespectful to somebody who you know nothing about. You're just a conspiracy theorist. And once again, Candace Owens, she doesn't have no type of feelings for other people. I told you guys that from the beginning. Candace Owens is one of those type of people that she has no type of feelings for other people. She's willing to do and say whatever it takes to accomplish her goals. And accomplishing her goals is basically making money. That's it. She don't care about who she hurts. She doesn't care about what happens in the long run. No. Her whole thing is about, get money, do whatever I could, say whatever I want to say. Nobody's going to do nothing to me, and she's been doing this for years. You know what I mean? So you have to realize, man, Candace Owens is one of those people that you could never trust this woman. You could never, ever trust her, dude. I don't care what nobody said, dude.
Work. And what they determined was that Brigitte Macron did not exist for the first 30 years of her life. This is what I'm saying to you. There is no proof that this human being existed for 30 years. It's a very easy thing to debunk, guys. Okay, very easy thing to debunk. If somebody came at me and said, Candace Owens, you did not exist for the first 30 years, I'd be like, what are you crazy? Here's my high school yearbook. Here's my middle school yearbook. Here's me and the homies standing outside with too thin eyebrows because that was the style when I was in high school. Here's me, a picture of me cheerleading. Here's me when I played the flute for 6 months. Here's me and my sisters. It's such a nonsense that I would instead send out people to call it crazy without giving them 30 years worth of proof to debunk it. Let's not forget, Brigitte Macron also has 3 kids. I can show you photos of me pregnant. Oh, here's me in the hospital when we had our first child. We're not doing any of that. And today, I have been sued by the first lady man of France. And I gotta tell you, it is getting more intense out there. I think actually it's even going international. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, I'm pretty sure him and his husband Brigitte are going to come for my life.
You have to realize this Candace Owens woman, she has no type of respect when it comes to doing and saying whatever it takes to get what she wants. By being disrespectful to the president of a country's wife and his family, she don't realize that at the end of the day, you going to France is unlikely that you're going to be treated with any form of respect. You could sit in America behind a computer and a microphone and be disrespectful as much as you want to make money. But in reality, it all comes back. Whenever you're doing and saying things that hurt other people to accomplish your goals in life, I'm telling you, dude, it always comes back to you. It always come back, dude. And that's just karma. Because I realize in life, you cannot take advantage of others to get ahead. I'm taking advantage by just being blatantly disrespectful to people. By disrespecting people to get ahead in life. By bringing people down for you to come up. It's just basically you taking advantage of other people. You know, and this is a situation right here that the lawyer of Mr. Emmanuel Macron and his wife actually did an interview on one of the networks, did an interview in regards to the lawsuit that they filed against this woman. And we're going to take a listen to the lawyer, what he has to say about the situation.
This was really a last resort. We have attempted to engage with her for the last year, putting evidence in front of her, request after request after request, that she just simply do the right thing. This is not a legal thing. Do the right thing, tell the truth, stop spreading these lies. And each time we've done that, she mocked the Macrons. She mocked our efforts to set the record straight. She refused to retract what she had said. She started a merch campaign. She's selling T-shirts mocking and celebrating her defamation of them. And enough is enough. It was time to hold her accountable for this campaign.
If you don't know who that lawyer is very famous and is a very successful lawyer. He actually filed a defamation case against a huge United States network, and he won. He filed a huge lawsuit, dude, and his clients won over $700+ million against a network company in the United States. I don't like mentioning networks because I don't want to be held liable, so I don't like mentioning network, but you guys could look into this. This gentleman who I just showed you and this gentleman who I'm going to show you again, he's a very successful lawyer. He's a very, very successful attorney. With this, he's a professional, specifically in this type of cases. With defamation cases. This is like a defamation that somebody's spreading false rumors against someone else. Somebody's being blatantly disrespectful. Somebody's saying things that they have no type of truth based on what they're saying, but they keep spreading the rumors. So this guy is he's not a chump lawyer. He's the type of lawyer that will get things happening and will get things done.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank her for that reaction to the lawsuit. She's only helping us with our claim for punitive damages by expressing no remorse and obviously doubling down on these falsehoods. But I don't think she's going to feel the same way about this being a public relations stunt after her deposition and after she has to sit for trial.
Well, the Macrons actually sent a statement through their lawyer as well, saying that Miss Candace Owens was blatantly being disrespectful and her words was hurtful and her words was meant to basically bring them down as a family, as a leader of a country. The things that she was spreading was meant to discredit them as human beings. So that's the reason why they had to actually file that lawsuit against Candace Owens. Ladies and gentlemen, whomever you might be watching and getting your news and getting your information from, Candace Owens is not a trustworthy person. She never was and she never will be. Candace Owens is a master manipulator. Candace Owens figured out how to manipulate people's brains to get as much as she can out of them. That's all she is. She's a manipulative person. She's a conspiracy theorist. That's all that woman do. She just take stories and bend the truth to make it whatever way she wants to make the stories. And then she expect other people to believe all her lies. In every story Candace Owens publish every single day, via her podcasts, whatever she do, whatever story she publish on a daily basis, I'll say 85 to 90% of the things that she publish is lies. You will find only 10 to 15% of truth with anything Candace Owens publish. Candace Owens is a master at manipulating people. And people, if you tell me right now, if you know somebody that's a manipulative person, tell me that person cares about other people. Manipulative people don't care about other people because they're willing to do and say whatever it takes to achieve their goals. Manipulative people will tell you they love you, they like you, they care about you. They'll call you 10 times a day just to get something that they need out of you. Once they accomplish their goals, from whatever they needed from you, once they accomplish that, the 10 phone calls per day goes down to 1, eventually goes down to nothing. That's how manipulative people operate. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear, whenever you want to hear it, to get what they need. Those are the scariest people to me in this world. To me, manipulative people are the scariest people that you could ever encounter. And Candace Owens is a manipulative person. So those out there who trust that woman's word, don't trust that lady. She's a master at manipulating people. She's a master at conspiracy theory nonsense. Don't trust her, bro. At the end of the day, God bless Mr. Emmanuel Macron, and God bless his wife, Ms. Bridget Macron, and I hope and wish them all of the best going forward in the future. To a great United States President, to a Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump, salute to you and your family, sir. May God bless you and your family, sir. May God watch over you and your families on this beautiful, wonderful day and forever. May God watch over you and your families on your trips within the United States and on your trips outside the United States. That's our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump, our great United States President. To every and all God kids throughout the United States, may God bless us all. To every and all God kids throughout the world, may God bless you guys all. Ladies and gentlemen, always treat people with the love, the kindness, the care, the respect, and the loyalty that you expect others to treat you with at all times. Don't treat people the way you don't want to be treated. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, respect matters. It doesn't matter if you're an ocean, there is a big ocean between us. Respect matters no matter where you at in this world. Respect is something that should be given at all times. Because if you truly want respect for yourself, you should give respect as well. That's just how it works. You know, until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe. Let's work together to make this world a better place. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family, and always make God a part of your decision making every single day, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, man.